I'm Ryan Miller and I'm your host, and I'm here with Kat and Hats and also Kat Wright, whose first song is Coming Home. Take it away, Kat.
I know I'm always late, but I
Hello, comments section. It is so nice to be here with you. I'm going to share some poetry and some words with you in between some of the music today because I've had a lot of time this last year to dig into poems. So I hope you enjoy. The first thing that I'm going to share with you is a book that I've been reading every day, and it's called The Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo. And the thing that I love about it is that it starts my sort of daily meditation and practice with words and with noticing and with checking in with myself and being with myself, which is ultimately what poetry is about and what music is about too. So enjoy. A reading from Mark Nepo's The Book of Awakening for March 9th. Opening our deepest eyes. The inner life of any great thing will be incomprehensible to me until I develop and deepen an inner life of my own. Parker J. Palmer. Everyone has an inner life. It's just a matter of opening it. What Parker Palmer wisely suggests is that we can only feel something to the degree that we are willing to meet its depth. Just as we must open our eyes, must raise our lids to see, we must raise our barriers and open our hearts and minds if we are to see and feel the essence of the life around us. To develop our own inner life is tantamount to opening our deepest eyes. It has much to do with raising our walls, with living from our own depths, so we can experience the depths around us. Too often, while cut off from our inwardness, we complain that the things about us are shallow and boring, not worth our attention, when, more often than not, it is we who are out of touch. To see deeply, we must open deeply. So that was today's reading, and with this daily mindfulness book, Mark Nepo also includes some meditation reflection prompts, so I'm going to share those with you now too. And here are today's. Bring to mind something or someone you've dismissed, and bring it or this person before your heart's opened eye. Surround the image with your deepest breathing. After a time, ask yourself, does this thing or person seem any different?
There she is, Miss America. Hey everybody, I'm Ryan Miller. This is my friend Kat Wright, K-Dubs, reunited once again for the second time in a week. You're like I haven't seen you in a year and twice in 1 week.
It's amazing.
I've been listening to you play, and it's been wonderful. And now we're going to talk a little. We're going to do 17 questions, plus or minus. What is the Pink Lady, and why is it important to you?
That is a great question. I'm glad this is the first question. The Pink Lady is an entity that is hard to explain, but it's a place. The Pink Lady is a place. It's also a feeling. And it's up in... oh my gosh, what's the town? Richford, Vermont. It's this like 30-room mansion full to the rafters with things like some of the things that are on the stage here are actually from the Pink Lady. It's a place, and there's a very wonderful woman named Margot Sherwood who runs the Pink Lady, and I think I'll live there someday.
I found the Pink Lady independent of you.
Really?
Yes. And I went to the Pink Lady, and we didn't know what we were getting into. And when I came out, and I think I ran into you, and I was like, I found this place. And you're like, oh, really? I had my birthday party there.
It was actually my bachelorette party. Starts with a B, also starts with a B.
Oh, it was a bachelorette.
It was a bachelorette party. Yeah.
So
That's how weird I am, is that my friends and I went to a very weird antique store for my bachelorette party.
Okay. Speaking of, you were asked to bring some things to make it feel like home, and you've brought hats and hat boxes.
And pillows.
And a cat pillow. I asked you to pick out a hat for me, and you instantly gravitated toward this. Do you have a history of this hat, or why, or how this came into your life?
Yeah, that one is really special. I've never worn it. I've never had the occasion, unfortunately. I think I got that one on eBay, but it's by this designer named Jack McConnell, and it's all handmade, and it's extraordinary. It's mysterious and illustrious.
And what is it about the hat of all the things you could collect, why, what, give me, why the hats? What has brought you to hats?
Well, I'm an old woman trapped in a young woman's body, and I think I'm from another like century, and so I like hats. I like the sort of specialness of like putting a hat on, and it just makes you feel like it's your birthday all the time.
But I'm wearing a hat. And
How do
you're
you
not,
feel?
And you're not wearing a hat. I
I
love
know.
wearing a
So
hat.
I'm in this phase right now where I actually don't wear hats anymore.
Okay.
But I've just been collecting them for years and years
No
and years.
judgment. Your time might come. And
Yeah.
when you're ready to wear hats again, guess where you can go?
My house.
Your house.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this was sort of a segue, and I don't generally do segues here, but do you have a most treasured vintage item that you've found, or something that you, like, where you found it and it was sort of magic and you know, broke through the slipstream?
I mean, the problem is that I feel that way about like all of my vintage items, really. But there's a couple dresses actually that I got in Portland, Maine, from this one vintage store next to one of the venues that we used to play at a lot, which I think is now closed, sadly, after COVID. But there's a couple dresses that I got that are clearly handmade, totally fitted for someone who wasn't me, but they fit me exactly. So I know there's like this woman out there who perhaps isn't out there anymore, but was out there, who's like my exact size, and she was a burlesque dancer. And so I've like bought some of these amazing, beautiful gowns that used to belong to her. And
Wait,
she
this
was
is a story that you have in your head, or you
No,
know
this
to
is
be
real.
fact?
When I bought the dresses, the woman that I bought them from was like, "Oh yeah, these are from this woman who was a burlesque dancer, and you were apparently the exact measurements of her."
You
So,
definitely
kinda
have to
cool.
write a song about that.
I should.
That
I
you
should.
definitely should. Speaking of songs, do you have a dream musical collaborator? Alive.
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 So many. First one that comes to mind, Brandi Carlile.
Oh, yeah, she's
Yeah.
great.
She's a genius.
When was the last time you ate buffalo wings?
I haven't eaten meat in over 3 years.
3 years?
And before that, I wasn't eating many wings
so,
in general. So it's been
The question stands,
many,
Kat, right?
many years.
did
Many
you,
years. But I am from upstate New York, so I was raised on wings.
Right.
But
So,
I'm right next to Buffalo.
do you have a favorite bar, restaurant, or venue in Montreal?
Oh my God. Oh, Montreal.
Right? I know. I think I knew it was going to make you cry. It makes
Moment
me
of
cry.
silence to Montreal.
We'll be back soon. What is your relationship with stage fright? Do you have stage fright? Have you avoided it?
Yeah, I have stage fright, but I only have it until I start singing. So I'll have stage fright like before the show and nerves and jitters, but once I'm on stage and then sort of once I've usually sung like the first few notes, then it goes away entirely.
Goes away the second you go on stage. I love that. What do you appreciate most in a friend?
I think patience.
Great answer. I will snap my fingers and you will be wildly proficient in a musical instrument.
Bass. Bass.
Did not anticipate.
Wouldn't that be so cool?
I mean, yes. Sure.
Yeah.
Bass is awesome.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a lucid dream?
So I don't have like lucid dreams per se, where I can totally control, but I do have lots of dreams where I know I'm dreaming. So while I can't change the course of the dream, like the brain is like present in this way that's aware that it's a dream, so I can remove myself from the stress of the dream. Because I'll be like in the body that's in the dream, but I can be like, oh, you can't change this, but like it's okay, this is just.
So you get to that point, but you don't get to the point where like, okay, now that I'm dreaming, I can control things.
Yeah, no, but I know, I think it's like one step away from lucid dreaming. I
And
think.
how often does that happen? Like once a year?
Pretty
or
frequently, no, like
Oh.
from time to time, like
Is that-
monthly.
Is that a pleasurable experience?
Yeah, it's good because a lot of my dreams are very stressful, so it's nice that that the brain knows that it's like in a alternate reality.
Have you put any effort into changing, like, to being able to like change your experience as a dreamer?
I'd be like, this dream would be so much better if I could turn the lights down a little bit.
3 words that describe Winooski, Vermont.
The river. The history. Abenaki.
That's 5. 3 words that describe
Take out the
You can
those.
take out the articles. 3 words that describe Rochester, New York.
This is so hard.
Is it?
Yeah, like
I'm sorry.
describe to describe like
But you don't
my
have to
experience there or the
just
place
3
itself.
words. It's just like it's feelings. You just shoot it out. 3 words.
Feelings.
How about the first 3 words that describe Rochester, Vermont, Rochester, New York for you?
Culture, bricks, time.
Amazing. You see? You did it great. Ideally, you experience how many months of winter?
3.
What do you miss most about the before times?
Socializing.
When do you feel the most yourself?
When I'm singing.
I didn't want you to say that, but I kind of...
It's so true, though. I know.
I feel that from you.
It's true. It's like the only time when everything makes sense. The rest of the time when I'm not singing, I'm like, what the hell is going on? And then when I'm singing, I'm like, oh.
Wait, do you feel like in life you're just like, you don't know what's going on?
Yeah, what the hell is going on? And then when I'm singing in music, it's like, okay, no
Maybe
more
we
questions.
should redo all these questions and I'll allow you to sing them.
Fair.
It'd be like, you're like, what are 3 words that describe Rochester? And you're like,
Bricks and time and whatever else I said. What else did I say?
Bricks in Time is good too.
Yeah,
We've written like 4 songs so far.
yeah.
Okay, this is my last question.
What?
I know. I feel like we could be here for a long time. How are you?
I'm well.
Do go on. Do go on. What do you mean you're well? Expand on that.
I have a lot of time right now that I am grateful for. And I'm doing a lot of things with time that I've not done. And that is so cool.
And are you aware of this moment and trying to lean into that in any capacity, or are you only anticipating the future?
Oh, no, I'm leaning into this time really, really heavily. It's so unique to be in one place. It's so unique to not be on the road. And so I've been using this time to try to get smart and learn a lot of things and read a lot and write a lot and just like really sort of be with myself, because the go of like touring and trying to make a career and try to build all of these things is so it's such a hustle. And to have a little period where you couldn't hustle even if you wanted to in that same way has been really, I think, good for me, big picture, to like just be with myself and be still and be quiet and like listen to the things that bubble up in that quiet.
That's Kat Wright.
That's Ryan Miller.
And Ryan Miller.
Oh,
go ahead.
before we go,
Before we go.
I actually wanted to read you a poem.
Oh, I would love to. I would love
Yeah.
to hear a poem.
Okay. It's on this raggedy ass piece of paper, so this poem has traveled around with me quite a bit. It's very short. But I thought you would like it. It's called "Though There Are Torturers" by Michael Cody. Though there are torturers in the world, there are also musicians. Though at this moment, men are screaming in prisons, there are jazzmen raising storms of sensuous celebration and orchestras releasing glories of the spirit. Though the image of God is everywhere defiled, a man in West Clare is playing the concertina. The Sistine Choir is levitating under the dome of St. Peter's, and a drunk man on the road is singing for no reason.
You were right. I love that poem.
Isn't it so good?
It's so good. Here we are in our time capsule of the comments section with Kate. Thanks for my poem.
Good day, weather enthusiasts. I'm Matt Hagan, your local, whether you like it or not, man. I've always considered the weather to be like the audio dubbing in a spaghetti western or a samurai film. What you hear and see may not exactly line up with each other, but it still tells a good story. That being said, I can't really predict the weather. I can only predict your reactions to it, thus leaving us with so many questions. Like this one I received from Jenna Rosbach. Jenna would like to know, what is the difference between snain, grapple, schnizzle, and mixed precipitation? And which, if any of these, are also considered a hoar, H-O-A-R, being a type of frost? Well, snain is a slushy mix of snowflakes and rain droplets. The outer layer of a snain flake is soft and slushy, while the inner core is icy. This wintry mix makes walking and driving rather fun. Grapple? Just glorified snow pellets. And schnizzle is merely drizzle, for shizzle. None of these, however, are considered a type of hoar, as each of these precipitory species have separate and monogamous lifestyles. And in conclusion, mixed precipitation is often best when shaken, not stirred. Another weather-related inquiry I received is from Nate Gusakoff. Nate asks, is the upcoming weather going to be better for tuning my banjos or worse? Well, Nate, the warming trend we'll see in the upcoming days will be nor better or worse for tuning your banjos. See, the funny thing about the weather is that it's the world's biggest scapegoat, always taking the blame. As many things that weather does and is responsible for, truth is, Nate, the weather is unable to tune your banjos. But if you're looking for a good tune, there's plenty of loony ones out there. Thanks for all your questions, folks.
And maybe you have a question about the weather, like it or not. And you can reach me anytime you can email me at any time you like @gmail.com. I'm Matt Hagan, your local, whether you like it or not, man.
I don't know what person I should be right now. Maybe I'll be this person. Hello. Welcome back to the comment section. I'm covered in hats, obviously. And please welcome, once again, friend Kat Wright with Take Me With You.
I wanna run away and join the circus. I would if I could, but I can't, and I ask myself why. I have a family, need a job, what would my children say? But if I could, well, I would just run. If I could, we would be one.
And we're all in the same boat. The puppets sang, theater said. They said our destinies are bound by our common guilt for the past and the roughness of their faces contrasts to capitalism. It's slippery rhetoric, it's simplifications. Oh, take me with you. Don't make me go. Don't make me leave. Don't end the show. Call the shots and metaphors emerge like wind machines and climbing trees, and I want to see this world. So bring me up on angels' wings tonight. Oh, take me with you. I'm all alone. Don't make me leave. This feels like home. It's master and slave reversed as the puppets begin to call the shots and metaphors emerge like kings and queens and violent beasts, and I want to see this world. So rig me up on angels' wings tonight.
Hi, welcome back to the comment section, and now we have a very special treat. Because Kat Wright is going to read a poem. What poem are you going to read?
This one is called I Am Waiting by Lawrence Ferlinghetti, who just passed away at 101 years old. He was a beat poet, and he was one of the founders of the City Lights book shop in San Francisco, and he was a total icon. Social activist, total brilliant human being.
What happens now? Are you going to read the poem?
I'm going to read the poem.
Take it away, Kat.
Let's go. I'm Waiting by Lawrence Ferlinghetti. I'm waiting for my case to come up, and I'm waiting for a rebirth of wonder, and I'm waiting for someone to really discover America and wail, and I'm waiting for the discovery of a new symbolic Western frontier, and I'm waiting for the American eagle to really spread its wings and straighten up and fly right, and I'm waiting for the age of anxiety to drop dead, and I'm waiting for the war to be fought which will make the world safe for anarchy, and I'm waiting for the final withering away of all governments, and I am perpetually awaiting a rebirth of wonder. I'm waiting for the second coming, and I'm waiting for religious revival to sweep through the state of Arizona, and I'm waiting for the grapes of wrath to be stored, and I'm waiting for them to prove that God is really American, and I'm waiting to see God on television, piped onto church altars if only they can find the right channel to tune in on, and I'm waiting for the Last Supper to be served again with a strange new appetizer, and I'm perpetually awaiting a rebirth of wonder. I'm waiting for my number to be called, and I'm waiting for the Salvation Army to take over, and I'm waiting for the meek to be blessed and inherit the earth without taxes, and I'm waiting for forests and animals to reclaim the earth as theirs, and I'm waiting for a way to be devised to destroy all nationalisms without killing anybody, and I'm waiting for linnets and planets to fall like rain, and I'm waiting for lovers and weepers to lie down together again in a new rebirth of wonder. I am waiting for the great divide to be crossed, and I am anxiously waiting for the secret of eternal life to be discovered by an obscure general practitioner, and I am waiting for the storms of life to be over, and I am waiting to set sail for happiness, and I am waiting for a reconstructed Mayflower to reach America with its picture, story, and TV rights sold in advance to the natives, and I am waiting for the lost music to sound again in the lost continent in a new rebirth of wonder. I am waiting for the day that maketh all things clear, and I am awaiting retribution for what America did to Tom Sawyer, and I am waiting for Alice in Wonderland to retransmit me her total dream of innocence, and I am waiting for Child Roland to come to the final darkest tower, and I am waiting for Aphrodite to grow live arms at a final disarmament conference in a new rebirth of wonder. I am waiting to get some intimations of immortality by recollecting my early childhood, and I am waiting for the green mornings to come again. Youth's dumb green fields come back again. And I am waiting for some strains of unpremeditated art to shake my typewriter, and I am waiting to write that great indelible poem, and I am waiting for the last long careless rapture, and I am perpetually waiting for the fleeing lovers on the Grecian urn to catch each other up at last and embrace, and I am awaiting perpetually and forever a renaissance of wonder.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. And goodbye, sadly. Our time is up. Look at Kat. Look how sad she is to go. How sad she is to say goodbye from the comment section. Goodbye, everyone. Shed tears. Feel your feelings. Whatever it takes. See you Tuesday.
The Loneliest Job in the World by Tony Hoagland. As soon as you begin to ask the question, who loves me, you are completely screwed. Because the next question is, how much? And then it is hundreds of hours later, and you are still hunched over your flowcharts and abacus, trying to decide if you've gotten enough. This is the loneliest job in the world, to be an accountant of the heart. It is late at night. You are by yourself, and all around you, you can hear the sounds of people moving in and out of love, pushing the furniture, putting their coins in the slots, paying the price which is asked, which constantly changes. No one knows why.